Hi everyone. Here today to let you know that, and I don't usually do this, but I felt the need to do this today. But I wanted to advertise to you and give a shameless plug to a blog post that I just wrote today that I kind of just want some feedback on. I'm going to post the link down below, of course. But I wrote this post today about the opening of the key. It's something that you guys know that I constantly am dealing with, thinking about, whatnot. It's not something that I've been feeling like I've been doing particularly well lately, and yet some days I feel really good about it. It's one of those things that, and as I say in this post, it just sometimes I just feel like it's a big waste of time to offer because sometimes I just don't do a great job with it, even though of course you try really hard. But there have been so many times when I've offered this for people, and it just hasn't quite been accurate to them. I'll weave this narrative and it makes sense from my perspective, but from theirs it just doesn't. And so I've been really debating whether or not actually want to keep offering it, or whether or not I want to just stick to the Celtic Cross for online readings. And but anywho, it is something that I think has frustrated me predominantly because of the lack of information about it. I think this is something that I've talked about, that it just there's never quite enough clear information about its original use, or really why it was made the way it was made, why the techniques of card counting and pairing uh, make any sense, why you have to do both, why they make sense at all, why the whole thing makes sense. And I wrote this post about all of that, and I tried to sort of look at it from a more philosophical, Kabbalistic standpoint. Granted, I can't really explain it in any way other than kind of a Thelemic way, but I do kind of feel that a lot of what Thelema says about basic principles is applicable from a Golden Dawn slash basic Hermetic Kabbalistic standpoint. I didn't really talk about it from Horus standpoint particularly, but I do talk a little bit about Nuit and Hadith as aspects of, I suppose, of God and of the universe. So check it out for me, please. If you aren't subscribed to my blog, please feel free to do that. That would be cool. I know that I have far less subscribers on there than I do here, and it's something that I haven't been keeping up with, but I'm hoping that over the summer I'll have a little more time to keep up with it. And yeah, let me know what you think. Either post a comment there if you can, or post it here. I'm just curious to see what y'all think about it, especially people who actually use the opening of the key. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Okay, thanks a lot. And if again, oh, because I always ask for suggestions for videos, and while I'm here, I might as well talk about that. I did get a request from someone to talk about spreads that I've either made or used, and to be honest with you, I actually only use really the Celtic Cross and the opening of the key. Sometimes I use the traditional 15 card spread with the 5 groups of 3 that you find in a lot of taught deck books and stuff. I don't really love that one because I don't find it all that useful. Frankly, I haven't had much luck or success with it. It just doesn't really work for me in the way that I like it to. Whereas the Celtic Cross, I feel like I have a very strong technique on, and even the opening of the key, when it works, it really works. I'm slowly developing a firmer grasp on that. One of those things that I just will never quite feel fully locked into, I think. I'm just always going to doubt myself on it. But anywho, there's that, and other than that, I mean, I don't really use a whole lot. Even the other ones that I have posted on here, I don't really use them that often. I sort of did those videos because people have requested requested those specifically, but I don't really use them. So, so if you have any other suggestions, particularly topics, if you want me to talk about something or and not necessarily show something, I can do that too. Or yeah, I don't know. Let me know. And oh, there's also this video is becoming a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but that's just, you know me, I talk for a really long time about nothing half the time. I get that from a few of you, lovingly, I'm sure. Uh, but but regardless, someone has also asked for a reading list about the Tot deck and what books I've used for that. There is no better book, my friends, than the Book of Tot. Really and truly, there's that. Obviously, I've also tapped into in my meditations 777 quite a bit. Let me see what else I've got. I also have this and a little bit of this, I suppose. And also this. I would say, okay. So I also use quite a bit of Israel Regardie. I love Israel Regardie. Or Regardie. I don't know if everyone pronounces it differently. So I use his middle pillar, or have used it a lot, and also his Tree of Life I've found very helpful. Garden of Pomegranates, I own it. I've never really tapped into it too much. It has a lot of good information on it. Some of it I don't really use because I don't do scrying or astral projection or anything like that. And then this one by Snuffin isn't too bad. A little more interesting than the alternative, the Tot Tarot by Lon Milo Duquette. And I realize I should probably give you these titles as well. There's a list on my blog, if you follow the link that I'm going to post to said blog post that I actually want to talk to you about. There's a suggested reading list on there, and I believe these are all on there. And last but not least, I do use Paul Hughes Barlow's Tarot and the Magus, which is good. I appreciate, and I've said this before, I appreciate his theoretical approach to it, but I don't personally I don't use it. I don't use the whole what does he call it, like unaspected cards and um, cards that I don't focus on the first operation. I like to do the whole thing because I think philosophically that's what makes more sense. And again, I talk a little bit more about that in my post. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, and I will post that link below. Okay, bye.